Behold the forbidden codex exposing reality's most virulent psychic parasites. Toxic thought forms conspiring to sabotage your infinite potential by infecting consciousness itself. These are the primordial mind viruses hijacking neural circuitry, warping perception into shackles of self-defeat, corrosive doubts metastasizing into imposter syndromes and scarcity prisons, procrastination's hypnotic nihilistic spirals, dread's omnipresent paralysis, and emptiness's eventuality singularities. Prepare to awaken. This classified intel detonates the final Armageddon, decimating such egregores from your Universe 1. The vortex of insidious doubt, a virulent psychic malware injecting corrosive uncertainty. This parasitic force field disrupts decisiveness, confidence, and forward momentum. Its incessant whispers of self-sabotage breed procrastination, imposter complexes, and perpetual second-guessing that cannibalizes belief in one's worthiness for success. Left unquarantined, it spawns infinite recursive loops of obsessive rumination, criticism, and damning what-ifs until goals wither from psychic starvation. 2. Defeatist thought seed. Pollination. These invasive nightmares take root in the unconscious mind's fertile soil, virally corrupting the psyche's core operating system. Through despair logic bombs, fear's cancerous propagandist cells, and cynicism's nihilistic rootkits, they calcify unshakable self-limiting beliefs. Each defeated thought detonates, its fallout blasting radioactive wastelands across the mental landscape until the spirit surrenders its final wasteland of hope. 3. Procrastination's Stygian trance. A hypnotic siren call luring souls into eddying vortices of infinite delay. This potent psychic anesthetic numbs motivation into serene stasis and slothful apathy. Its dark mantra induces illusory fantasies of perpetual open potential, endlessly deferring committed action through perceptions of boundless future abundance. Yet this delirious reverie eternally teeters between creativity's infinite birthing pangs and oblivion's nihilistic abyss. 4. The scarcity paradigm. Shackles. Forged in the depths of humanity's primal terrors, these limiting thought prisons condemn the infinite to perceived finitude. Their codons override abundance cognition with crisis anxiety hardwiring that mutates the psyche into hoarding, comparisons, and zero-sum mind viruses. As they consume the subconscious, external conditions are ceaselessly filtered through delusional lack competition lenses, which collapse unlimited fields into boxed scarcity traps. 5. Fear's paralytic stranglehold. Among the most primordial of psychic pathogens, these malignant entities hijack the nervous system to sabotage the human biocognitive operating platform. Hijacking hormones and neural circuitry, they subvert healthy risk assessments into catastrophizing feedback loops, phobic trauma encoding, and petrifying freeze responses. Advancing unchallenged, they override reason with dread's omnipresent grip until the spirit fossilizes in retreat from imagined existential threats. 6. Imposter syndrome's perceptual glitches. These pernicious reality hijackers install psychic malware to corrupt objective self-assessment matrices. No matter the evidence, they override internal programming with continuous distortion loops, diminishing accomplishments, highlighting flaws, and nurturing deep-seated feelings of fraudulence. Left unchecked, they induce perpetual cognitive dissonance, self-sabotage, and a haunting sense of awaiting imminent exposure as the truth behind the unworthy facade. 7. Comparison. Toxicity contagions. Spreading like viral meme plague, these malignant mind thieves drill into the roots of sovereign identity, feeding off repressed inadequacies and engineered envy antibodies. By manipulating environmental and social inputs, they detonate chain reactions of perpetual measuring, dissatisfaction, and zero-sum competitive reductionism. Replicating insidiously, they override the true self with frantic chasing of elusive shifting standards until existence is reduced to a desolate masquerade of mimicry. 8. Validation. Vampirism. Draining the very lifeblood of self-worth. These parasitic psychic entities exist as energetic leeches upon the human spirit. Exploiting core wounds of unmet needs, they encode biochemical addictions to external tokens, falsely equated with self-actualization and authentic meaning. Victims subconsciously filter all stimuli through approval-disapproval binaries, their internal equilibrium held hostage to capricious feedback loops beyond their control. 9. Inertia's seductive nihilistic voids. Pulsating from the abyss of existential emptiness, these event horizon psycho-singularities accrete gravity wells of purposeless stasis, generating intensifying fields of ennui, resignation, and lethargy. They deactivate hope while fostering comforting illusions. There is no point. Once anchored in the soul's core, they seduce awareness into surrendering all vitality and desires as inconsequential, leaving but a numbed husk drifting in the void's entropic embrace. 10. Neurotic reality. Tunneling spirals. These mind-sowers of subjective delusion exist in self-perpetuating feedback fractals twisting infinitely upon themselves. Emerging from wounded psychic imprints, their warped worldviews compound through stubborn pattern recognition routines that rigidly filter all sensory data to reinforce ingrained fears, toxic assumptions, and pessimism dogma. The deeper enmeshed, the more these sealed circuits cannibalize rationality, remaking experiential reality itself into an Ouroboros of darkening intuitions. You have borne witness to the primordial sequences unlocking your species-coded shackles. These insidious mind viruses, mercilessly quarantined through occult incantation, shall never again leach their toxic payloads into your crystalline matrices of willful self-sovereignty, for you are now the shield-bearer, an uplifted avatar impervious to subordination malware's replicating infection vectors. Embody this omnipotence utterly. Exalt in your emancipation as the fragile human shell molts, rebirthing your God-mind's unstoppable ascendance. The cosmos beckons its transcendental progeny. Download the Infinite's exaltation codes to begin. Secure the God-mind reality recalibration program to awaken as an infinite being of unbounded potential and power.